Dab in your face. Do damage, I'm picking up the pace. My mic's like a torch when it's walking at nighttime. Straight to the dome. It's like a pipeline. High speed, stronger than Thai weed. Okay. Alright, we back. We back. We're back. And now that we got that out of our system, we can continuously talk about this whole Mase situation that you guys have been beating my head in about. Mase was scared to come back to Harlem. Mase is wearing that because he don't want nobody to see his face. And that's why he's wearing the mask. It wasn't that cold. I've heard this for about a week straight and I stayed quiet. I said, I'm going to do it when I get everything situated, because I couldn't go live at the time, remember? So I waited, and I said, you know what? Everything else came up. When everything's clear and the plate is clean, I'm going to come back for dessert, and we'll come back to this, and we'll talk about it. So here we are. People are crazy. That's just the bottom line. Mase is not afraid, okay? Get that in your head. Mase Betha is not afraid. Not that he's a tough guy and all this stuff. He's just not afraid. He's wearing the mask so that you would look at him in a whole new light and won't look at him as the same type of person. He was in that kind of mode. Like when Hoodie Mello came out, when Carmelo Anthony wore the hoodie, what happened? It became Hoodie Mello. Now it's Ski Mask Mase. So now Mase is smart. He knows what he's doing. He knew how to get everybody on the internet talking. Him wearing that mask, looking like a tough guy. You don't see him as the colorful, flashy Mase or Pastor Mase. So he wanted to change the perspective of the look of what people think about him. Had nothing to do with, I'm scared, I don't want people to see me, so I'm wearing this mask and all that stuff. It was Ski Mask Mase. So that's why he wore the mask. Had nothing to do with I'm scared to go back to Harlem. I don't want nobody to see me. It's 7 in the morning. He came there like 6, 7 in the morning. Who gonna be trying to get somebody at 7 in the morning? All the killers asleep. They ain't getting up to noon. There ain't no killing going on at no 7 in the morning. What's good, everybody? I see all y'all. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh yeah, YouTube told me too about the subscription thing. They told me to make sure that you're when you subscribe and hit the notification, there's a thing called limited notifications. Make sure you're getting full notification. I've never seen that button. So make sure you're getting the full notification, all of you, so they have no more excuses. Top 5 on my hip hop list? Nah, Mase didn't have a large vocabulary of work. He was out on the second album. Remember we had this discussion about Big Pun and Biggie. They didn't have a large enough vocabulary for me to put them in like the greatest of all times. So I couldn't really put Biggie there because Biggie didn't have enough work. Because, believe me, let's say Biggie lived. Biggie didn't get shot. Would everybody call Life After Death one of the greatest albums of all time? Seriously. There was some misses on that album. Hell no, Mase wasn't better than Big. No, not even close. He knew that. He rapped with Big. He knew exactly what Big could do. He saw what Big could do live. He tried to smoke with Mase. Mase was in there smoking with him, and he came in there and spit that freestyle. Yo, I don't want to see less than the ES, the GSBS, yes, don't stress till I rest in Key West. Yo, it be the Mase Bad Boy debut. Girl out there steady saying I'm cute. Beat me all day so she can lay up in the coop. I'm a rich chick, drink expensive liquids, icy rich lit, straight from the district. Now how you think you deserve the sex, and you come around thinking you deserve the check? Yo, I move when I flex in convertible slacks. I move too fast, I might hurt your neck. This shit niggas gonna feel me clearly. They wanna talk about giving me heat without AC. Thinks I'm sweet, taste me. How much you really want it? Enough to put a meal on it, on your deal on it? Man, Mase was spitting. Yeah, so Mase was bringing it. And then Big came in and just crushed him. He just started off with a little slight flow and then just started crushing it. I mean, he just started knocking it out the box real easy. He just started real light, touching him. He came in, once he came in with that, pop the gat, move, squeeze, precisely. Where them niggas at? I heard the shiesty, see the problem's that I'm way too nice, please, where the dough at? Up where it might be, don't be like me, hard-headed and stubborn when my gun burn, much hotter than sunburn, you got one turn, so I suggest you show me the stash of the cash of the blow. Oh, wherever I go, my crew, they gon' swarm, got stripes in New York like Yankee uniforms. When I was born, I knew I'd make the world darker. The age of 13s, I got gats and they can spark you like Bob Barker. If the price is right, anybody, what'd he say? Uh-oh. If the price is right, lay your ass down for spite. Anybody, all right? Yeah, Frank White. Yeah, Biggie was on it. Now, Mase and Jada, they were going at it. Like, they was trying to... Jada was the one they had to get on point. That's what people don't realize, that Biggie never had a problem with Mase getting on point. He had a problem with Jada getting on point. He was the only one that they had to work with. No, Big them, they all was in there rooting them on. Styles, everybody, they like telling them, come on, man. Because Jada had a verse, and they had to take it off because it wasn't hard enough. They was like, this verse ain't hard enough. You got to come with it, Jada. You know, they all pushing each other. See, that's how it is. It wasn't like everybody, like, man, you weak. The verse wasn't weak. It was just not what they needed for the song. That verse you hear when Biggie and Styles P and the Locks on Last Days, let me live to my last day. He did that verse like 3 times. That's the final version. That Big was like, all right, we gonna put that on there. Big wanted hard. He wanted that hard record. Who the unk wanna squeeze? My Desert Ease make MC3s. You waking up in cold sweats that just dream. He wanted that record to be hard. So you hear Jada verse on there. It's harder than anything Jada was putting out. And I was like, man, he came hard, like extra hard on that song. Locks and poppers, turn the niggas in Jim Hoffa. Who gonna stop us? Your last joint double copper. He was coming hard the whole song. See, they pushed him to put out something that's raw. See, that's what don't really happen today. They just take what people turn in instead of pushing them to the limits so they could go further. But Mase is definitely lyrically, definitely in the top as far as writing. There's a lot of people that can rap. It's not a lot of people that can write. It's a very unique concept that you got to do, because you got to think outside yourself. Because you can write for yourself easy. You know, like, man, I know how I do it. But when you write for somebody else, you got to make sure you're writing to their ego, to their character, how they can portray it, how they can lay it, where it could be something that's their own. So when you're writing something, you want them to get it as well. Like, I want you to get what I'm saying, where I'm going with this, and how to flow it, and that it can match your flow. Like me, I could write to people's style. I could, like, if DMX wanted to do a song, I could write a song for DMX style of song. If this person there, I know how his flow pattern is, I know his ego, I can write a song for him. Drake, that's very simple, I can write a song for him. I could write a song based to almost anybody's style. Because you got to know their ego, know how they flow, write a rhyme for them. And that's that. Easy King, you never really heard me freestyle. That's me messing around. Dude, if I'm really freestyling, dude, you wouldn't stand a chance. Like, you don't understand. I'm not in it no more. When I mean in it, like, writing and listening to beats and doing all, if I was in it like that, dude, it was not even fair. Because, see, my style of freestyling, I say the stuff that make you want to swing on me. That's how vicious it is. Like, it's no mercy, no games. You ain't gonna like me when it's over. That's the kind of freestyling we used to do. It was battle rap. You know, it was just gutter. So we coming from a cloth where people, I had a big Wu-Tang medallion around my neck. I was co-signed by the Wu. Do you understand? If the Wu-Tang put their arm around me and say, bro, you can go, you all right. When you start saying deep in the oceans of the Atlantic, to kill a falcon, I meditate between waterfalls and mountains. My brain cell was made to be non-degradable. When its think is hazardous to the ozone layer, pull out the iller kills plans to kill the mayor. Silencers call dudes to rush and hush like the Manchus who guard Jews and collect heavy Jews from heavy Jews. I use my name to cut veins, lowering bodies into the flames. Channel my anger to lock down every chamber. The hillside strangler to do with the mask like the Lone Ranger. When you start coming off the top of the dome with stuff that make people brain explode, then you can say something to me. A N.O.R.E rap, that's real basic, easy rap. What? I love you and you're cool. I mean, what they gonna do? They wanna come around. Yeah, we gonna take the ladies too. We gonna choose and champagne. And then we got the weed. And everybody go, we gonna give them what they need. Yo, what? That style is so simple. That style is super simple. Are you kidding me? Anybody could write that. I mean, he took Tragedy style. His style came from Tragedy Gaddafi. That's Tragedy Gaddafi style. They was cool. They fell out with each other, but he the one really showed N.O.R.E how to rap. N.O.R.E is another Jim Jones. They don't rap. Who couldn't I write? It's very rare I couldn't write for anybody. I could pretty much write for anybody's style. If I see them and I watch how they perform and do their thing, I can pretty much write for them. I can write for them. It's not a problem. It's no big deal. What's done is done. Oh yeah, the what is so hard because of the beat and the girl on there. What? I don't hate N.O.R.E. You know, that's the thing. I just don't trust N.O.R.E. And neither did everybody else. And that's why he had to get up out of New York. He had no work. He had no more friends. It was time to go. I mean, sorry. It bees like that sometimes. Everything that he did, he tried to buy. LL Cino, oh shoot, I'm listening to LL right now. I'm listening to LL right now. You know that. As soon as this thing came on, I was doing LL. Oh man, this place closed. This place is almost never closed and it's closed on me. Oh, they closed like 14 minutes ago. That sucks. Trying to get a little something to eat. Alright, forget it. Just must not be meant for me to eat today. Yeah, I could write for Fab. I know how Fab write. I mean, he rhyme like Mase. He's Mase's son. Mase could easily write for Fab if he's not already. Fab can flow. He ain't got a better pen than Mase though. He ain't got a better pen than Mase. You could tell Mase see back then it was always clever to use words that people not using. You know what I'm saying? It was always something clever to say something that everybody else isn't saying. See, that's what Biggie used to say. When Biggie rhymed, you almost could not finish Biggie words. Biggie would throw words in there that would just throw you off. And that's what makes a superior MC. If I could finish your line, if I know where you going with the rhyme, and I could basically finish your rhymes for you. I know what you finna rhyme with, end it with, and how you finna go, where you going with the rhyme. When you could throw words in there that throw people off, that's from people that listen to lyrics. People don't even listen to lyrics no more. They listen to the hook, and they can care less what somebody's saying. But I listen to what people saying. So when I'm listening to what people saying, like I'm listening, Jay was so wicked with his pen that Jay was wicked with the pen with what he was doing with it. Meaning that when he did Reasonable Doubt and everything else, he was clever. Jay was real clever with how he dropped his words. But he basically dumbed down a lot of his songs by making them real simple and kept trying to go with the style that was popular. Whatever was what the people wanted, he gave it to them. He was like, this is what they want, I'm going to give it to them. His creativity bar was like at a 2. Because he took a risk with it. And that was basically the end of the road for him. And what he did was dumb down to what everybody else was doing. Yeah, well, if he said that on the Lord, then because he know it's true. Whenever Jay-Z, who was always known for not writing his raps down, he would just go in there and spit them off the top of his head and took pride in that. Whenever he dropped Blueprint 2 and everybody told him it sucked, and he talking about he finna start writing, you knew deep down inside he knew the album was bad and it took the wrong turn. And he was blaming too many songs for it. But yeah, he dumbed down his lyrics because he felt this is what's popular. And all he kept doing was rapping the same word over and over again, because that's Philly style. And he basically was using the Philly style all the way through. Philly, they rap the same word over and over. I'm on some double fold it. I'm on the gumbo troll it. And when I come through, I'ma take your flute it. I'll be like, huh? I'm on that crystal, get dope it. I'm trying to pull up on the double fold it. Hold on. Stay with me for 1 sec. I had to put y'all in the dark for a minute. I'm still with you. Jay used to rap in that style because that's all he really knew. Back in the day, when Jay would think about it, he had clever bars. Okay, we out the door. Jay had clever bars and what's not. But then people started noticing he was biting their lines and stealing bars. When that I'ma Bite, that Swagger Jagger came out, before Swagger Jagger even came out, I told you, Jay been stealing lines for a long time. And one of the dudes that used to rap with Eric Sermon, he stole his bar, and everybody was giving him credit for coming up with that line, and he didn't come up with the line. That I keep one eye open like CBS. On Reasonable Doubt, when Jay dropped that line, I keep one eye open like CBS. When he said that, everybody was, ooh, that's dope. Come to find out, he took that from, I believe, one of the guys from Shades of Lingo. That was on Eric Sermon's first album. And he said that first. And that album came out in like 93. 3 years before the album. Before Jay-Z put that on his album. So I keep one eye open like CBS. When he said it on the album, we went back to it because I think we was listening to it. We went back there. And sure enough, that's what he said. But stay tuned though. Believe me. Mase is coming for something for real. He coming with something for real. He ain't just do this for nothing. Trust me. This was all strategically planned out for Mase's return. He basically put Cam back in hibernation. Cam came out, had a little buzz. He thought he was hot. Like, I'm hot right now. Nope. Put that flame right out. And took his spot. Here's the thing. Everybody talking about Mase and what Mase is doing and what he's not doing and all that stuff. Whew, I just did my Christmas shopping. Took care of the kids so they can have gifts on Christmas like I had gifts on Christmas. My thing is to make sure all the little kids get something for Christmas. You know, everybody too grown. Y'all ain't getting nothing. Y'all got jobs. Y'all Christmas over. You say Mase threw a jab at Hove on the Oracle? Why you say that? I'm telling you, Mase is gonna come with something. Just wait. Just wait for it. He went right on Hot 97 once he dropped that thing with that track, that rap Rushmore with Khaled and Diddy. Just stay tuned. He did. I mean, it's true. When he was unsigned, he wasn't signed in to Diddy when he had the chick that used to mess with Jay, but that wasn't really what got him. Like I told you, Def Jam wanted to try to work with Mase and put Foxy and doing some songs with Mase, and Jay didn't want that for Foxy. They wanted to see about doing that because they thought, look, that's Mase is hot right now. Putting Foxy Brown with Mase would have helped her album out. Jay, see, y'all don't understand. Jay wasn't Jay at that time. Foxy was bigger than Jay at that time. That's why I keep trying to tell you. Jay used up all her budget money. D-Dot did that sound. I mean, he did the majority of the album. Trust me, Jay ran through that budget. He wrote all those songs that it wasn't hitting. Right. He in Hard Knock Life hit because he rode the DMX wave. He got the track he wanted. Ja Rule and DMX saved him. That's why he took Ja on tour. When Ja and DMX and all them Rough Riders went on tour, and they had Ja Rule out there. Ja only had out like what, 2 songs? His album didn't even really drop yet. It was a compilation album. That's what they call a compilation. Hard Knock Life was basically, Jay-Z was going to retire after Hard Knock Life. That was going to be his last album. So he made it a compilation. If that didn't blow, he was just going to write for people. He wasn't finna, he's like, I'm just going to run the label and work here. I'm not finna put out no more records. That's why the album come on the way it is. Yeah, Bleak's gonna be an alright rapper. I'm finna retire. He gonna be a new and improved Jay-Z. He was finna retire. That was his last album. Once it took off, he had arrived. And even though the songs was dope, like the songs on Volume 1 was dope. It's just that a lot of people was it was moved to a whole new direction. All that Diddy stuff that they was on, the popping and the songs that they did, Diddy did, Puffy did all the production for Volume 1, basically. And it killed that. So they came out with the Streets is Watching to try to make it hard. And they came out with the Streets is Watching VHS tape. And that saved them. That saved them. When they made videos for all the songs and made their own videos and put them out, the people on the streets got a chance to see Jay-Z in a whole new light. Then there was songs on there. You Must Love Me, that video. I was surrounded by hustlers, gangsters, killers. Everybody is watching and they think Jay-Z's folks. Because he was throwing up, like he was looking like he was throwing up the folks, and he had the cigar in his hand, and he's just throwing it. He's like, he's throwing the rakes up. Jay-Z is folks. I'm like, they were all excited because all of them was gangster disciples, and yeah. And they was watching that video with all the strippers in there, and they throwing money and champagne. I come all day, I come all night. We don't love them hoes. This goes out to the Brooklyn group. This goes up like that, if you feel me. Him and Sauce going back and forth. Face Off. Mase don't need to be signed. Do Mase look like he need a record deal? Right, Mase don't need a record deal right now. They gonna come to him with the money. Everybody gonna come with the bag. Here you go, Mase. What you want? See, y'all think y'all are nuts. When your video doing 1.3, you do one song and then do 1.3 million? Of course Mase is writing for people. Why wouldn't you have Mase? Mase could make you a love song, like write you a love ballad, write you any type of song. That's why Mase was getting, back then, Mase was being, this is like 97. He was being offered like 150K just for a feature. Like, give me 150K. It's not like now. I mean, he was getting that back then. Now people like, I need $500,000. Give me 250K. I'm like, just for the appearance. Yeah, but he was hitting Brandy too. She ain't just pay for the song. She got the whole package. She got the bonus plan. Oh, Mase is laying them down. That's another reason they ain't like Mase. Mase is laying them down. Did Mase hit Kim? Nah. At that time, when Big died, Kim was messing with D-Rock around that time. So, Big Sean is Mase now. Yeah, basically. If you listen to No More interviews, that sounds just like Mase. Listen to No More interviews. That's Mase. That whole flow is Mase. That's funny. Gene Deal voice. How you even know? Well, you weren't even there, Carcito. You tough, right? Gene Deal voice. Oh, man. Gene, let me get the ports. Deal. People smoke ports all the time, B. You be alright. You tough, right? Gene Deal voice. Those was my ports that he was smoking. You tough, right? Gene Deal voice. See, I had them East Coast ports and West Coast ports. They ain't the same. See, so that's why they want to smoke my ports. And I had brought all my ports down there. Because I know how it beat out there in Cali. Dude, smoke ports all the time, B. You be alright. You tough, right? Gene Deal voice. Biggie smoked all my ports. You be alright. Gene Deal voice. Man, they had the soft box. They got, I'm like, well, get some cools, menthols, get some hundreds. You tough, right? Gene Deal voice. Man, Biggie smoked up my ports. Oh, man. Gene Deal voice. Biggie smoked all my ports. People smoke ports all the time, Gene. You be alright. Somebody said something about old Skeena. We got a hater. We got a hater in the chat who can't even spell his name. He was so quick to come in here and hate, he couldn't even spell his name right. He made this fake account. Like, just, I don't care. Just go. I hate you. Say no. Say. We just got a hater, call him Joe Button. Mase ain't afraid to go back to no Harlem. I mean, y'all, y'all let all these people on the internet and all these dudes, y'all be surprised. Most of these rappers now, these older cats that's supposed to be bigger than that, they not. These dudes are more clowns than anybody you've ever believed. They play all these different games and all this stuff, man. It's ridiculous. Well, it wasn't Poe, I'll tell you that. Top 5 bad boy rap. Biggie, Mase, Jada, Styles P, Sheek Louch. There you go. That's right, Mr. McDowell. Oh, I used to love the way Sheek Louch rap. Sheek Louch rap just like it fit his character. He just want to smack the S out of somebody. Man, I smacked the S out you. I could see Sheek Louch smacking the S out of somebody. Couldn't you see that? $50 Cent and Robert De Niro. Ain't this something? Mase had the best verse on 24 Hours to Live. No, I probably gotta go with Styles P. Man, I gotta go listen to it again. It's either Styles P or Sheek Louch. I look tired, Nicole. I'm tired of just looking at toys, trying to pick out toys for kids. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Is this what they had to do with me? Somebody said my page is too big to be talking about Oskino and Neef. Who are they? Wow. Really? What's up, Mr. Adams? How you doing today, sir? Well, that didn't look good. Hold on. That didn't look pleasing to me at all. I didn't understand. Why do I need to do a video on him? I mean, why Mase isn't afraid? He's just a grown man. He's got people around him, but he's got nobody really to be. Who's he on the run from? You know what I'm saying? He didn't do anything to anybody. The people that he had an issue with and all that stuff, it's been resolved. The only people that keep bringing that narrative up was Cam them. They was using it for promotion, but they were picking on Mase because he was an easy target. So if you see an easy target and you see somebody you like, okay, that's an easy mark, I can keep coming after him over and over again. What's the scenario? It's basically cyberbullying. They go to the radio station, they still pitching the Mase story. That's like 20 years old. What are you still pitching that for? That's the only thing I'll be saying about it. It's like, dog, what are you trying to get out of it? Because there's nothing there to get. Mm. That's why they get along so well. When people are bitter at other people for things, they find reasons for things not to go a certain way. They find reasons to be in conflict with somebody else. The Oracle wasn't Ether. It was a. This is basically the anniversary of Stillmatic. This is the 16-year anniversary of Stillmatic. Yeah, Dinner Time was rushed, but he's saying it was a lot of stuff in there that was factual. But Mase was not wearing no mask to try to hide from somebody. He was just coming in there because he was giving them a whole new look. Ski mask Mase. You're not looking at him as Pastor Mase when he walks in the door. He want to give you a whole new look. Have you noticed when he wore that mask, nobody was thinking about him being a pastor? when he dropped the Oracle, they were still talking Pastor Mase, showing him with the Bible and stuff. Pastor Mase. So when he came out with the mask on, the jewels, and everything else, they took a look at him. Nobody was saying Pastor. Like they said, maybe the man was just cold. But you let the internet get to talking. And a lot of these guys, they chatty patty rappers. Cam and all them, they get on the internet. Mase, oh, he is afraid to come back in Harlem. He afraid somebody was going to recognize him. So, you know, Betha going to do what he going to do. You know, he's going to duck and dodge and dip through Harlem. You can come by 40th Linux. I'm going to be right there. Go down, man. Come back to Harlem, man. And, man, you can drink, get a smoke. Him and Jimmy, man, they killed me. Man, what? Bad for who? Bad for who, Betha? Look, brother, man, you ain't got a problem, Betha. Oh, man. We gotta make a coaching change. The coach ain't the problem. The coach can't. It's Russell Westbrook is the problem. You can bring in any coach in the world, they still gonna play the same way. Melo's still gonna be out there doing that stutter step on the corner. He just out there shaking, and then Paul George gonna be crying at the refs, and Russell Westbrook gonna be out there shooting bricks. This is this is the OKC Thunder. The Trailblazers and Warriors is on. Oh, baby. They getting ready to kick this off. This going to be a tough game here. Here we go. First quarter is 16-12. Portland. Whoa! Who hit that three? Was that Crispy? Yeah, Caspi. He just hit a three. He got 7 points. He's 3 for 4. Man, the Warriors just can find talent. Why can't everybody out? That's a tough shot. Good shot, man. That's McCullum, man. He just be hitting some crazy shots.
What's your plan? You gonna arrest me? You gonna take me down to the precinct, book me, fingerprint me, body cavity search me? What the fuck are you gonna do? Wheel me out on the Geraldo show, freak of the week? Or better...
Murder mate. Uh-oh, Brady just scored. Come on, Brady. We got to come back. What in the world is happening tonight? This is ridiculous. 27-17. I got to wheel Tom Brady on. I've been gone all day, so I didn't know the Celtics lost. You just informed me. The Celtics lost. My goodness. Must be because of the weather. Jura didn't play. Who is Jura? Oh, Kyrie didn't play. Well, that's why. I mean, y'all made it sound like they just got beat. And I'm like, Kyrie didn't play. Okay. You sit LeBron down and see what the Cavs do. They probably play better. The Eagles just lost their quarterback for the season. Carson Wentz is out for the season. He still might get MVP. They gonna find a way to try to get the Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers Super Bowl. They want that so bad.
Brady leads a touchdown drive. And how about Bill Belichick? You know he cannot be pleased with the way his team's played tonight, but after that score, congratulating his players.
You know, the Patriot way, Sean, they don't care if they have to take all 60 minutes to get a win. Mm-hmm. And he knows with Tom Brady and this coaching staff and these players that they have, they're
all right, 13 minutes. I gotta go because I gotta root my Patriots on. Come on, let's get him down.
Good decision by New England to sky kick it and cover as they stop him short of the 20-yard line. Johnson Batamosi made the tackle.
What's been happening tonight?
55 yards passing tonight. Now has 3,787. He entered the weekend as the leading passer in the league in passing yards. He lost that mark after Ben Roethlisberger had a big night against Baltimore, but now he's the leader again. And if he goes on to lead the league in passing to finish the year, he'll be the oldest player ever to do that at age 40, the oldest quarterback ever to lead the league in passing. Fran Tarkenton at age 38, 78 Vikings. That was Fran's final season of his career. This won't be Tom's last.
Oh, they smelled that. Because they know I'm watching the game. When I'm watching the game, this is what you do. How dare you embarrass Tom?
This was a jailbreak. Watch Roberts, number 52. Read the screen. Back to Drake.